Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Kyle Michkowski, aka Ghost Panda, and the place to be as always. And today we're going to be playing some NBA Playgrounds. NBA Playgrounds is essentially like NBA Street and NBA Jam put together. So if you've played NBA Jam in the past, which I'm sure some of you have, it's one of the greatest video games ever made. And then NBA Street, which is obviously was a street basketball video game that was also very popular in the early to mid 2000s, which combined NBA basketball and street basketball. And so that's kind of what this is, a combination of the two games and stuff. And how the game works is you start off with when you first fire up the game, you start off with a card pack. And if you're familiar with like FIFA Ultimate Team and NBA 2K My Team and stuff like that, with all the cards and stuff like that, it's kind of similar in that regards in a way. But you start off with a card pack and you start off with from five players from five random teams. It could be two guys from the same team. It's all totally random. And so you start with 5 players, and then as you progress through the game, you use those 5 players, or you can choose between two of those 5 players. It's 2-on-2 basketball, so you choose between two of those 5 players that you got, and then as you progress through the game, you unlock more card packs, and then you could go ahead and unlock more players for the 30 teams, 30 NBA teams. And so I got all the players right now. I put a lot of work into the game. I put a lot of hours into the game. So, but I decided to fire it back up. But I got pretty much all the players. And how it works too is you have plain players, like players without the little badges. You have epic players and you have legends. So as you can see, I got Dennis Rodman and Manu Ginobili, and both of them are labeled as legends in the game. So obviously legends are the highest caliber of players. Now, of course, I disagree a little bit with Manu Ginobili being a legend. He's a great player. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame, but there's some guys in the game who aren't legends, who should be legends, like John Stockton and some other guys. But that's how it works though. And just to give you an example, okay, you got Al Horford. He's just a plain player, Dennis Schroeder. But then you got Dikembe Mutombo. He's an epic. So that's how you can kind of tell. Joe Johnson and Dominique Wilkins are also epics. So you can kind of tell the difference between a plain player, an epic, and a legend. Now there's no real effect to either of these badges or these labels. It's just to kind of distinguish certain players from another. I will say that legends actually do have an impact in a way. They don't affect the way the game is played, but they do have special abilities. So, and legends only. Epics don't get special abilities. It's only legends. Legends get the special abilities. So like Dennis Rodman's he's got two of them. He's got dunking ability, and then he's got his rebounding ability, which of course is the greatest rebounder of all time. So he's got a rebounding special move, and then Manu Ginobili's got a layup special move. So certain players have special moves, and so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of pick random. Ironically, Derrick Rose, Derrick Rose, oh Derrick Rose. What could have been? What could have been? The guy could have been. He could have been an epic on here. He could have been an epic on here, but obviously we know what happened with that. So I guess we'll just go roll with this. We're gonna go against Derrick Rose and Rick Barry. And no, actually take that back. Let's not go random. Let's go with somebody. Let's see here. Let's go with some of the big names. Let's go with Steph Curry. Yeah. I mean Rick Barry's a big name too, but Rick Barry's one of the 50 greatest players of all time. But let's go with one of the hot stars. Let's go with Curry and LeBron. All right. So you got these different locations as well. You got New York. You start off with, and then you unlock Tokyo. You unlock Paris after that. China, Shanghai, China, London, Vegas, Seattle, Venice Beach. And then there's some new ones that came out. So Chicago and Real Madrid are both just Madrid. They're both new courts that came out a few months ago. So, and of course, being a Chicagoan myself, so it's cool to see the Chicago court. But my favorite court in the game is the Tokyo court. I think it's just a beautiful court, and they do a good job of kind of with the visuals of the courts and everything too. So it's really cool, and it kind of gives you that cool global feel, that cultural feel. Each court kind of fits into its respective culture, and it's pretty cool. So, alright, let's get into it. Tokyo, and we're set. Now, the reason why I have Dennis Rodman and Manu Ginobili, because I'm a big Bulls fan, and Dennis Rodman is one of my favorite players. He was just a great rebounder. He dominated in one of the more unorthodox ways. He wasn't like somebody who was a flashy scorer or a flashy passer or anything like that, or had ball handling. You know what I mean? He was just a terrific rebounder and a lockdown defender who will make you take bad shots. And so, I'm a Rodman fan. They got Scottie Pippen in here as well, and I also like Scottie, but I enjoy Rodman. And I got Manu Ginobili because I also like Manu Ginobili, but Manu Ginobili is actually from an attribute standpoint, he's one of the best players in this game. So, and he's a lot of fun to play with because he's pretty much good at everything. He can shoot threes. Whoops. He can shoot threes. He can steal the ball really well. He can even block a couple of shots for you. I do things like that. Now, if I could just steal this ball. No block there. Now, Rodman doesn't have, from an attribute standpoint, he doesn't have a lot of benefit, really. One of the things about him is that he's fast. He's fast for a big guy, so that's kind of nice. But he doesn't have a whole lot of benefit, or really upside, really, besides his rebounding ability. But in this game, I will say rebounding doesn't really matter all that much. And like if you play 2K, 2K rebounding definitely does matter. Rebounding certainly matters. But in NBA Playgrounds, it's different. The three key stats I'll say, or the key attributes you should be paying attention to, are stealing, blocking, and scoring. And I just got dunked on by LeBron. But that's one of the special moves. So that's LeBron's special move. Obviously, his famous cockback dunk that kind of he just made famous. So yeah, so that's some of the special moves. And my guy cannot make anything right now. And how you unlock, I forgot to tell you how you unlock other courts. You do this by playing in the tournament mode, and when you play in the tournament mode, you go through and go against random teams, and you beat them and you progress through. Then you get to unlock new courts. And I will say, if you are playing the game, it's going to be kind of tricky, because the further you progress, the harder it's going to get. So when you get to Shanghai, or to Las Vegas, those are probably the two hardest tournaments in there. When you get to those courts, Shanghai's got James Harden versus Kevin Durant. I mean, not versus Kevin Durant, but James Harden and Kevin Durant as your opponents, and that was probably one of the hardest, maybe the hardest match that I've played in the tournament. So they definitely make it trickier in the tournament mode. So it's definitely trickier. But it's a great game though. I really enjoy it. It's fun, fast paced. It's kind of brings back the old NBA Street days, or like I said, the NBA Jam days and stuff like that. This is a really cool game. I'm trying to do a special move here, but he won't do it. They won't do it. They are killing me right now. Not on top of my game today. But yeah, special moves are done at random, so you just gotta know. You just gotta know what the special move is. If you know what the special move is, then you'll know what to do. Because it's different things. It could be a jump shot. It could be a crossover. It could be a dunk. It could be anything. Like Steph Curry's got a crossover. His legendary move is a crossover. Okay, and I did that. That was a special move right there. Then Dennis Rodman's rebounding, and there's Manu Ginobili's layup. So there you go, and back to back there, just those special moves. So, but that's it, you know. And if you want to know how to do the special moves for each player or know what each legend's special move is, then I would recommend just researching it or looking it up on YouTube. There's a lot of great videos showing you what the special moves are for each of the legends. And that's how I found out about a couple of them myself. So, and there's some of them I just found out on random, by accident. There's Dennis Rodman's dunk, and it so happens 2 times points, so that works out. So Dennis Rodman is one of the few that has 2 special moves. I'm not sure what that dunk is, but it's still cool though. Alright, so close game, 21-20. We have 1 minute and 16 seconds left. You're not gonna make that, dude. Come on. Steph Curry ain't gonna get no dunks. Oh. But yeah, I like using Rodman because he's, again, big for fast for his size, and he's a really good 2-point shooter as well. So the two most popular guys that I've seen in the game are that a lot of people used, and one of those guys I used to use a lot is Ray Allen and Manu Ball. And Manu Ball, as you may know if you're a basketball fan, he was a terrific shot blocker back in his day, and very tall guy, and just a terrific shot blocker, one of the best shot blockers of all time. So a lot of people use him because not only because of his shot blocking ability, but he's also a very solid 3-point shooter as well. The attribute rating goes from 1 to 10, and his 3-point shooting is 5, which is actually not too bad. That's right in the middle of the road. So he has a nice combination of blocking ability and shooting ability, and because of that, that's why he's extremely popular. And in a way, he may be the most popular player in the game, or the most used player in the game, actually. So. And we're coming down the home stretch here. 10 seconds left. Well, we're gonna win. I thought we were toast. Nope. Victory. Yes. Very nice. Yeah, I was like, oh boy. I was like, we're gonna lose. But yeah, so that's that. So Dennis Rodman 18 points. Manu Ginobili 11 points. 1 for 7 from 3-point shot for Manu Ginobili. Usually I'm pretty decent at 3-point shots, but not this game. LeBron 13, Steph 11 points, 2 blocks. Yeah, okay. And so what happens is after you win a game or after you complete a game, then this meter goes up. And then when that meter goes up, when it reaches all the way up to the max, then you unlock a new card pack. Anytime that meter gets filled up, there's a new card pack every time. And once you get once you get to 50, like how I am right now, I'm at 50. Once you get to 50, which is gonna take a while, to take a good while, but once you get to 50, then you'll get a legend pack every single time. You sometimes still could get a legend pack anyway, at random, but once you get to 50, it's a legend pack every time. So that means you will get at least 1 legend out of the 5 cards that you receive. So, and that's pretty cool. So if you really want to try to rank up the legends, then that's a good way to do it by simply grinding it out, getting to the 50, and then you'll be able to get that legend pack every time. And 50 is the max, so you can keep on filling that meter up, but it's still gonna be 50 every time, which is why it says 50 plus. So it's just gonna continue to be 50. Also, while we're on the screen, I want to show you too. So you start off with bronze for each player, and there's XP for each player that you use. And as you progress with those players, then their meters fill up, and so they could get to gold. Like I got with Manu Ginobili and Dennis Rodman because I used them so much, and so it basically adds new moves to their repertoire. Now I haven't seen these added moves, but supposedly it adds more moves and more abilities to your player's repertoire. So by I guess being loyal to those players. And it actually took me a long time to get Manu Ginobili. He was actually one of the last players that I got. So, and that was one of the guys I wanted because I knew his ratings were pretty good. So, just looking at the stats. So it's like he's a 9 3-point shooter, 9 2-point shooter. I mean, 8 2-point shooter, 9 steal, 7 speed, 4 block, which is okay. That's serviceable. 4 stamina, which is not too good, but it is what it is. And he's a 5 rebounding, so that comes in handy as well. And so he's a very balanced player. And then of course Dennis Rodman, like I said, he's got his upsides too. I mean, he's a decent dunker. He's got some speed. He's a real good 2-point shooter, and he's a terrific rebounder, obviously. Now, Manu, like I was saying, he's probably the most used guy in the game. He's extremely balanced. 5 dunk, 5 3-point shot, 8 2-point shot, 4 steal, 10 block, obviously, and 7 rebound, and then 5 speed. Now, most bigs in the game are 5 speed, so that's kind of common in the game. So he's probably the most used player, and you can arguably say he's the best player in the game. You can arguably say from an attribute standpoint, from a balance standpoint. When you look at the numbers, the best player in the game is probably John Stockton, because John Stockton, who isn't a legend for some reason, he's an epic. I mean, come on, John Stockton is one of the top 15 greatest players of all time, you can probably say. And he's 9. You can just look at it, 999, 10, 8, 999, 999, 10, 8, and then obviously then the 2 dunk and 2 block and the 3 rebound, which makes sense obviously because he was a small point guard and wasn't he wasn't going to dunk on anybody or get a bunch of block shots or rebounds. He's a point guard. So, but his 3-point shooting, 2-point shooting, he's 10 almost everything. So it's crazy. So, but some big names that aren't in this game. So if you're planning on playing the game and you think you're gonna play with Kobe or guys like that, and you're not gonna be able to get Kobe or guys like that, but because there's no Kobe, there's no Michael Jordan, there's no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, there's no guys like that, not yet. But they keep trying to add more players to the roster, to the list of players that's in the game. So they have added new players. So I mean, like Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan, I think they were added a little later on, and then they added more guys, and then they added like for the Bulls they added Bill Cartwright among others. So, and then they had some other guys as well. They added some YouTubers, some popular YouTubers as well. So you can pick some popular YouTubers. That's what the Playgrounders is for, and stuff like that. So, and then you have the broadcasters, which is E.J. Johnson. And E.J. Johnson is a street ball MC. He's a long-time street ball MC. Then Iron Eagle, who in my opinion is one of the best sports broadcasters in the business. So I thought it was kind of cool they put Iron Eagle in the video game, because I don't think I never heard Iron Eagle in the game before. And so you could pick Iron Eagle as well. And so you could pick the broadcasters. You could pick some of your favorite YouTubers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different guys you can pick in here and stuff like that, and they continue to add to the list and stuff like that. So it's a really fun game. It kind of brings you back to the days of NBA Jam and NBA Street. It's really cool to see this on the new generation consoles or the current generation consoles. And I'm hoping that they continue to add more players to it. They haven't had an update in a while now, but I'm hoping that they continue to support the game and add new players to it. Because it'd be great to see some more legends and things like that in there. It'd be great to see a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in there or someone like that. I'm sure his stats would be through the roof. Then that's one of the 2-3 greatest players who ever played the game. Michael Jordan, you're probably not going to see Michael Jordan because of the I'm sure the agreement he has with 2K. We didn't make 2K, but, then Kobe as well and guys like that. So, and there's a lot of other guys that'd be great to have in there. So they already got Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson and all those other guys in there who are all very good, as you can expect. But there's other guys too that would be cool to see, and that would be great to be in there, or it'd be cool to see in the game. So that's for sure. So yeah, I think that's everything then. So yeah, I mean, it's a great game. It's a decent price and stuff like that. So I know they always have sales on it too, so it's cool. And they added a few new courts that you can get from the PlayStation Store or Xbox Live Marketplace or whatever you get your DLC from. So But it's a real good game. So if you're a basketball fan and you love arcade sports games and stuff like that, then I highly recommend it. It's very good. So that's going to do it for me. And my name is Kyle Michkowski, aka Ghost Panda. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Feel free to subscribe and leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the video and if you enjoyed the other videos on the channel. And again, have a wonderful, wonderful day. My name is Kyle Michkowski, aka Ghost Panda. And I am out of here. Later.